Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. We're gonna do a little bit of baking with the Barczyks.
Storytime.
Baking with the Barczyks. So let's start baking and get into our trip to New York with my dad because it was a fun first time you went to New York.
Yeah, I've never. Second time. First time in New York City,
New York
though.
City.
Yeah.
And it was just full of lots of laughs and good times.
It was.
And you guys been liking the content about my dad and the stories with him, so might as well keep it going. Do you remember how it even came about, like why we were going to New York?
Your dad had like a couple collaborations with, remember, like the fish tank, and then there was something else I thought we did too.
Yeah, he was checking out fish for the aquarium.
Yes.
Oh, and then we collaborated with that
pet shop.
That massive. No, the pet shop was backseat.
Oh.
That was just like, oh, we're here.
We went to
Yeah.
what's their name?
I don't.
We got stung by the eel.
Oh yeah. That's predatory fins.
Yeah, so we went there, but then I'm talking about the other guy with the big tank in his house.
That's what I'm talking about too.
Oh.
Coral Reef or something Reef. Remember Big J was like.
I'm thinking about this. I know, sorry, because the second you said Big J, like there are a couple things on that trip where I just like immediately think of him and just laugh a lot.
Oh my goodness. Let's start with him in the two stories real quick.
Okay. Oh gosh, Big J, if you're watching this, sorry.
Big J. But it was so unfortunate for him. We're going to that $10 million private personal fish tank. I mean, it was absolutely gorgeous. Here, please watch this video right here. It was beautiful, and of course, Jay wakes up.
Ill.
He is ill. I mean, I'm talking. I don't even know if I've ever seen him or anybody that sick before. He just
Deathbed. Yeah.
He was deathbedded. He was asleep on the guy's couch, just.
In this like $1 million freaking house
the
basement.
fish tank was $10 million.
Yeah, it was. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get a gist of how expensive this was, and the guy was so nice too. The owner of it, he was just like, "You need medicine?" He was like giving Jay medicine.
Coffee.
Yeah,
something
exactly.
to drink. Yeah, he was so nice.
And so poor Big J got to miss out on that awesome experience. And then
I mean, he was there. He just wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. And then remember when? So we were in the city, like in New York City, by the big tree because it was like wintertime. It was December, I think.
Yeah, it was December. Yeah.
And so the big tree was up, and we were in Rockefeller Center. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
And we're walking down the sidewalk, and there was so many people. Remember how many people? You're like this. And we were going on the opposite way of traffic.
And your dad was cruising to get out of it, too.
Yeah, he's got bad anxiety.
Yeah, I know. I just see him, like, up ahead, and we're all trying to, like, we're, like, lying, trying to keep up with him.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we were going, but he was just trying to go.
He was just trying to get out of there because it's so crammed. If anything happened, you could literally just get trampled like a bull rush.
Oh, no, I know. It's crazy.
Like, nobody would stop either, I guarantee it. Dangerous for sure.
Yeah.
And so... There is in New York City, there was this stupid gap in the sidewalk, but it was literally 1 foot length of, it was like a sidewalk and then it went to street, but right back to sidewalk. Remember that?
I don't know.
That's what it was.
Okay,
I looked at it.
I don't remember. I didn't look at it, so I don't know.
And Jay's foot got caught in this gap that was this big. He went head over heels, scorpion, literally Big J. I mean, he's like 7 foot tall.
Were you watching it?
Yeah, I was watching it.
Okay, so I was ahead. Me and Jay were ahead.
Oh, you missed it?
I just turned around to Jay, like, on the sidewalk, like, backpack was, like, above his head, and for, like, 1 second, Jay and I looked at each other like,
did he die?
He's dead.
Yeah. No, yeah, I watched it. He scorpioned, and like you said, the backpack flew over his head.
And it wasn't just a light bag, it was his camera bag, backpack, heavy equipment.
Yeah.
And he just got up like nothing.
He popped up like nothing, and
He's like, let's go.
And yeah, and you know,
I think it was adrenaline, probably.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy, and like he like, you know, your body doesn't work the same when you're that big.
Yeah.
He fell in my Vegas birthday party trip. Miguel.
Okay, this is not about Jay's fault.
One last one.
Oh my god.
One last one. Miguel bought me a limo. He ordered me a ginormous limo that was like up, like you had to walk up steps to get it. It was a pimp limo, and so we were all cruising around. We came to another casino. We're getting out, and Big J slipped and like bent his leg back and stuff like that. And same thing, he popped back up, but I swear his foot was broken. Like it was, he was walking on that broken foot. It was swollen and purple.
Limping?
Yeah, he was limping, and he limped for about a good year and a half
All right,
after
let's
that.
get back to New York.
Anyways, sorry. So where are we at? What do you got? You got some flour in, some what, sugar?
Yeah.
Some salt?
I'm gonna have
or
to go
baking
mix
soda?
this with the mixer in a second.
I'm excited for these cookies.
Let's just start on the drive down.
Yeah.
What did we hit on the drive down?
Ooh, so if you guys don't know, we live in Michigan, home base, obviously legacy and all that in Michigan. And so we started at home and we drove all the way down. My dad was scared of planes at the end of things. He kind of had anxiety.
Is that why we drove?
Yeah, he always made the excuse, oh, driving this, that, the other. He had fear of planes.
Okay, so he just didn't want to fly.
He didn't used to,
Right.
but it got him. So we all hop in the car and we're driving down. And if you don't know, I want to say Pennsylvania.
Wait. Sorry.
Jib jab.
I know I gotta interrupt because we're missing like a big piece of like right before we left for this trip.
Okay, I don't remember, so you have to tell me.
Right. Your dad got bit by Tabasco.
That was,
This was this trip because I have pictures of his arm bandage, and I remember having to pull over on the side of the freeway while your dad went into the back and got his antibiotics out because he forgot to take them, and he needed to take them right there in that exact moment in time on the side of the freaking freeway. You remember that? Because I remember that, and I was just like, okay.
You know what? I didn't think anything of it because that's my dad, and I've lived with that my whole life. But when you say it like that, that is so ridiculous.
It was right then and there.
Because you're right. We didn't pull off at a gas station.
No. Side of the road.
On the side of the highway. We didn't pull off on an exit. We didn't do none of that. We just parked the car, and he walked out and went to the back.
Pulled his suitcase out on the ground on the side of the freeway, digging through, like.
But scared of airplanes.
Right.
But scared of airplanes. Oh man, so funny.
Man.
So
okay, we're heading down there. He's wrapped up. He has like 18 stitches in his arm.
Yeah, bad.
Taking antibiotics, whatever, the whole nine. So then on the way down, we hit up.
Hit jib jab.
Now the whole way down, your dad's like talking about jib jab, and I'm just like, you've been a jib jab before,
Many
right?
times.
Okay, so I had never been, and I didn't know like what the hype was about until like we got there. And I think we got to the car. Pretty sure I like tried the hot dog. Didn't I go back in and get another one?
Yeah.
Immediately, because I was just like, oh, this is not gonna be enough, and we're never coming back here.
With cheese.
Oh, with cheese.
With cheese.
That was good.
You want to know how good jib jab is? So, I've been to New York many times, and I've driven many times. My parents used to do a reptile show in New York.
Okay.
So we'd go every year, pretty much. And one year, I was an early teenager. Every.
I'm having a brain fart.
I'm not gonna say every because it's not true. But I was an early teenager, and I had braces. Do you remember having braces?
Oh yeah, I remember.
And remember
braces.
when you get them freshly tightened? Remember that pain?
Yeah, and the pain. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And so I just got them tightened the day before we went to the trip.
Oh.
And we're hitting jib jab, Gabby. I am so excited for jib jab, as you know why, because it's an annual thing. We just jib jab.
Yeah.
I get there, I go to take a bite of the hot dog. I couldn't.
That's
couldn't
miserable. That's
eat
actually
the
freaking
hot dog.
miserable.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was a whiny little kid, and I threw a fit.
Yeah.
I genuinely threw a fit. That's how good jib jab is. I was upset that I couldn't eat a hot dog.
Yeah. And honestly, sometimes I I'll just like jib jab will like pop into my head, and I'm like, don't even crave it because you can't go get it.
I think it's a 9-hour round trip. It's not that bad. Want to look it up?
Sure. I'm
It's
like so
only
distracted.
3.5 hours.
From here?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
that's it.
It's like up north. It's good. For Christmas that year, I did I tell you what I tried to get your dad for Christmas?
A T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I literally was like on the phone, but I like thought about this maybe like a week and a half before Christmas. I was on the phone with Jib Jab, like, how can I get a shirt shipped to me? And they're like, we don't do that. And I'm just like, but how, like how? And I
wouldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. But I know your dad would have loved the Jib Jab shirt. So. And then what was the snake we had with us? Yellow.
It was either Bert. It might have been Bert or Sunshine.
Yeah.
Or Sunrise. I forgot which one it was.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Do you remember when we went down to Predatory Fins, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah.
We got to see all those fishies, and then the electric eel came out.
Yeah.
And
Whose
then
idea was it to get stung? Your dad?
Young Jay's.
Oh, it was Young Jay's?
Yeah,
Oh.
you know, he's crazy.
Yeah. So was your
And-
dad.
Do you remember getting stung by it?
Okay. Yeah, but I didn't touch it like you guys did. I just like one finger touched it. So it was like but you guys like grabbed it.
Yeah, because that's how
So.
you do it.
I know, I was a little scared.
Remember what my dad said?
Yeah.
What did he even say? He's like, oh, that shocks my... What did he say?
I don't remember.
My tingly winglies or a
Something.
ball? He was he shocked my privates or something.
No,
like,
it,
he
yeah,
said
it was something
goofy.
Yeah, it was something goofy.
But that's how big the shock was. It went all the way down your body. How far along in the process are you?
I don't know. I'm like trying to read and talk at the same time, and I didn't realize how hard this would be. So I'm about halfway.
Do you remember how good the coffee was at the very big house?
Yeah.
He made an iced coffee.
It was like a coffee shop.
He had a coffee shop, and he made arguably the best cup of coffee that I've ever had.
Yeah, it was very
Just
good.
in this
Wait,
guy's
did you have a
house.
cup or I had an iced coffee?
I had
had
iced
like
coffee.
I had a cup, like you would get it like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
He put a lid on it with a straw.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the best iced coffee that I think I've ever had. Like,
I have to mix this with the mixer.
that's fine. We can do
What's
that.
gonna be loud?
I know. We just won't talk for a minute. Sometimes I think about that iced coffee.
I don't.
You don't think about the iced coffee?
No, not the iced coffee. I think about the pizza.
Ooh, the pizza.
Do you remember when I was pregnant? I had a pizza craving, a New York pizza craving.
Yeah, and
And
I
we
drove
tried-
all the way to New York for it.
Almost.
Almost.
But we tried to recreate the New York like pizza vibe. Remember, we even got like the cold cheese to like put on top of the pizza
I
with the
remember that.
garlic, and it wasn't. It sucked compared to New York.
Yeah. The place was like, wouldn't give us cold cheese. They were like,
I thought
said
it was
some-
so weird.
They're like, what? You want a cup of cold cheese?
Is that a New York thing, or was that just something we did?
No, that's a New York thing.
Okay,
like,
because that was so freaking good.
you get a fresh cup of the
Shredded.
cold, shredded mozzarella cheese, and you put it on top of your pizza. It's
With the garlic. With the
garlic powder. That's another thing. That's another thing in New York. If you haven't been, even if you've been, you might not know, because last time I went to New York with my boss, he been to New York a bunch of times. We went to a little pizza shop.
Oh, he didn't even know?
He didn't know. I said I grabbed the garlic
Was that
powder.
because we were at J?
Yeah, and
And
he's
he's
from
like
New
in-
Jersey.
yeah, so he let
and
us in
He's
on
been
the-
into New York. Yeah,
That's
and I guess
why.
New Jersey has really good pizza too. But, so he took you get the garlic powder on it and there's some cold cheese. Oh my goodness!
So good.
I still put garlic powder on the pizza here.
I feel like this whole trip was honestly about food, because now that we just keep talking, I just keep remembering like food. Remember when we went to the Reese's?
Italian?
Oh.
Oh,
We had two different memories. This whole trip, it was supposed to be about animals, and it was all food.
no, it was just about the fun. Yes, the Reese's store. Tell them about that.
What was the store? Was it a
It
Reese's
was,
store? Like a chocolate store?
I think it was Hershey or Reese or M&M or
Guys,
something.
I'm not even joking. We got a Reese's cup, probably this size, in a Reese's cup, but it was full. Did we get to fill it with whatever we want? Oh, that's right. So it was like this size, but the
Yeah.
the top came off, and we
Yeah.
got to fill it with whatever we
Cookie
wanted.
dough.
I have a picture somewhere.
peanut butter, Reese pieces,
And this was-
chocolate syrup.
This was so big and so rich that like all 5 of us were eating it.
and there were still leftovers.
And there were still leftover. I have a picture actually of your dad like running how he was like ahead of us, but like in his hand, he's got my little like Reese's cup that he's carrying at the box of it.
Yeah.
That's actually one of my favorite. I found that like more recently, and I
Yeah.
like zoomed in. I think I was just trying to take a picture of like I
Yeah.
think it was the tree, and I just
caught my
zoomed
dad.
in and I caught your dad just carrying the little Reese's cup box.
Oh man. Remember the Italian restaurant?
I forgot until you just said that.
Remember, what did the waitress say?
Oh, everything in the best accent we've ever heard.
Jib jab?
I'm not saying.
Say it.
I don't want.
Please.
I don't want to.
Can
say
you
it.
please say
I'm
it for
under
me?
pressure.
You haven't said it to me in like a year.
I don't do good when I'm under pressure.
Can you just do it? Hot dog.
The only thing I can say very well in a New York accent is hot dog.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like Noah's favorite thing ever. But you always ask me when I'm like, I'm under pressure.
Anytime I
have to let
ask you,
it-
you're under pressure,
'Cause
and
I
you
get
never remember.
I get stressed. You just can't get it.
Hot dog.
You don't do it good.
Yeah, that's why I need you to say it. Hot dog.
I might have to practice.
So the guys at Predatory Fins actually recommended this Italian restaurant.
Do you even remember what it was called?
What, the Italian restaurant?
Yeah.
No.
But that's not good. We didn't do a good job. Like we should have like remembered the pizza place and the so when we go back.
Oh yeah, there's zero shot ever. There's zero shot we'll ever at least know that pizza restaurant.
Well, the guys at Predatory Fins know. So
Did they recommend it?
I thought you just said that they did.
They recommended the Italian restaurant.
Oh yeah. No, the pizza was the guy you know there.
Sergio?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll be able to get the pizza.
Yeah, and the time. Okay. I need to mix this. What'd you get? Tortellini? I think that's what I got.
What? No, I don't know what I got. I got chicken pesto or something like
I think
that.
I got tortellini and
I don't know.
ravioli.
We got a meatball in the middle.
I'm pretty sure, didn't your dad say he wanted to take her with us so she could just talk?
Yeah,
Because she had the thickest,
remember we just
best accent. We kept asking her to say stuff.
Yeah, we were just like, can you say this? Can you say that?
And she just amused us the whole time.
I know, and she said hot dog.
She's like, I'm getting a tip. So-
Yeah, she said hot dog. All right, we had to mix that. It was gonna be loud. So you know what's something that I like? I would bake it like this without chocolate chips. I like chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate.
We can do it. You want me to put a couple on without it?
Yeah.
Okay. I would actually just put this in the fridge and eat the bowl. When I was a kid, I used to make brownie mix and like not make the brownies. Just put it in the fridge and then eat spoonfuls of brownie mix.
How old?
I was old enough to stay home alone because that's how I would do it. So probably like middle school.
That's funny.
Okay. I'm just gonna make a couple.
Yeah.
How many of these do you want?
How many? No bake? No.
Yeah, no chocolate chip
Three.
cookies.
3.
Okay.
I've never actually done it before, but I always like the part of the chocolate chip cookie that doesn't have chocolate chips. I like the chocolate chips too. I'm not crazy, but
As you're eating the whole bag.
no, that's what I'm saying. I like chocolate chips, but
Yeah.
I like the cookies.
This is so good.
It's definitely sucks for you when it relates to like my dad, because for Gabby, you know, we went on a few trips
Handful, yeah.
and they were so much fun, you know.
Yeah.
And then of course diagnosis, and then where we're at now, it's just like, man.
This was the last trip that like we took with him. Did you go to California after?
No, that was before.
Yeah, so this was the last trip we took with him before
No,
he got diagnosed.
We went to Amicom, remember?
No, this before he got diagnosed.
Oh, yeah.
We did go to Amicon, but that was after.
Yeah.
After the fact.
It sucks. You know?
Yeah, honestly, like some of my favorite parts of the couple trips that I did go on with your dad, because we drove, were literally like the driving.
Yeah, driving makes the trip
Especially
so much better.
him starting to drive away before we're even in the car.
That was his favorite thing to do.
And then we'd be like, whoa. He's like, oh, I thought everyone was like,
He's in his own world.
the doors are open.
Yeah, that's something that barely any of you guys know, because not many people have been in a car with him. That was his like notorious thing. Is he would just get in the car, driver's seat. He pretty much always drove, and then would just throw it and drive and go before you would even have the door closed or buckled or anything like that. And I think he just liked it. I think he was just playing.
Thought it was funny.
Yeah, I think he thought it was
And
funny.
also, I'll use the term like he drove lightly. Like, my memory of your dad like driving on trips is literally like, I don't even know how he did it, but like, the steering wheel's here, like, but the steering wheel's underneath it, like, and I don't know if he looked at the road the entire
No,
drive.
this is what he would do.
I don't even know what he was doing on his phone that much.
He just Twitter, texting people, Instagram,
It's crazy.
DMs. It's always networking, even when driving.
He still drove well though.
Yeah, we never got in a crash.
No.
Remember when
I don't
he...
think there was ever anything like close.
Wait. Speaking of crash, remember when he totally sideswiped that like van or whatever?
This was a different trip.
Yeah.
It was the loudest, like, and we're like, dude, you just swiped it. He's like, no, I didn't.
No, I didn't. And then drove off.
Like, no, you did.
We were all like, no, you definitely just.
he's like,
hit
no,
that
we gotta
car."
go. Okay.
No, we got somewhere to be. I didn't just hit it. We don't talk about this moment. And he just drove
We just
off.
don't talk about it. It didn't happen.
Oh man.
That's funny. Was there anything else from this trip?
What was your favorite part?
I'm just scanning the trip. Honestly, Jib Jab, the drive, the hotel was fun too. Like, this is your dad's little bun phase. That he was trying to learn how to do a bun, remember?
Yeah, he was wearing like a man bun.
Yeah, so we're in like the hotel room and he was like trying to put his hair in a bun. And then we hyped him up about it and then he wore it for the next little bit.
He wore it for like at least a couple weeks before my mom was like, "You're done." But he rocked it.
He did rock it.
I miss him.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun, you know.
I know.
Cancer sucks. I'm like, just my dad, you know. There's just so much more that for us to do. Obviously, Cameron, like,
I
you know what I
know.
mean? It's just like Cameron has a blanket.
Oh my goodness.
One of you guys made it for him, for us.
Can you
and-
go grab it?
Yeah.
Show them?
Yeah.
My hand's got cookies on it. I love this little blanket. So he's got the blanket and he's got a little patch. I think they sold them at the rep.
So it's super bittersweet, but it says like in loving memory, and then it's got my dad holding.
It actually says never forgotten, but
Oh, never forgotten.
Cameron like knows like when he says pop pop and like
Yeah.
he almost said it like
We didn't even teach him.
no, it was very knowingly. And then there was one day
Weird.
I've shown him like some of the vlogs with your dad in it, and there was like one day earlier on with the patch, I said pop up, and then he pointed to the TV,
Yeah.
which was sad.
Yeah.
It was like bittersweet because it was like, oh, he knows, but then I'm like, that's not how he should know. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah. No.
so
You
I
know,
just
Cameron
cherish. I just really cherish like the times that I feel lucky enough to have been able to have. Obviously, I know you had a lot, but I'm just happy that I got to experience your dad. Like,
There were a lot of fun trips with you
yeah,
involved.
yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah.
It's probably not healthy. Oh.
No, there's raw eggs in it, but I've never been sick.
I know this was all over the place. Sorry
Yeah.
about that, but
Hopefully, you got some fun memories in
Yeah.
the mix of it all.
and I'm sure that wasn't even everything. I mean, gosh, it couldn't have been. We were there for days, but
Yeah.
that was just some of the moments that came across my mind. Ready?
Yep. Okay,
All right.
Bubba, you'll get a bite in a minute. What do you try? Is there chocolate chips now?
Mama.
Mmm, they're good. Want a bite?
They're really good.
Look at he did his thing that I did with ice cream.
Mm.
Is this good?
Mmm.
Hey,
They're good.
would you like a bite?
Whoa. Drop some comments down below if you want us to make a certain recipe, and then we can try it on the camera as well. Maybe one of your recipes. We appreciate it.
Hot. I can't do it. Wait. Hold on, because you're just going to have to cut. I had to do it.
Okay.
I don't know, like, what happens? I malfunction. Hot. Hot. Help!
I
I'm having a hard time.
I can't speak for you.
Hot dog. That way.
Peace.
Was that good? Hot dog. Hot dog. Hot dog.